Hello, my friend. My name is Terry Petrovic. You're about to discover the 7 recruiting phrases that work like magic. From the initial approach to the enrollment, these are the phrases that your upline never told you about. Master them, and you're going to get rich. You know, I've been in this network marketing profession now for almost 18 years. I've built massive teams of people all over the world. I've earned millions of dollars, and I've helped regular people earn millions of dollars. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on copywriting courses and educational courses. I've made tons of mistakes. And I'll tell you that after all of that, these 7 phrases are the things that really have helped myself and my team create crazy success. And I want the same for you. So let's jump in. Number 1, just curious. You know, this is probably one of my favorite things to say. It's fun, it's easy, it's probably the best transition I've ever used before. It goes like this. Just curious, Tom, are you open to a side project that wouldn't interfere with what you're currently doing? He's going to say something like, yeah, maybe, what is it? Now, what you have to do is you have to respond with a very compelling statement about your product or your business, whatever it is you're talking about. Here's an example of what I say. We're bringing a breakthrough discovery in anti-aging to market. Do you know anyone who might want to have better skin or make money in a business that's growing at $1 billion a month? We did over $100 million our first year in business with just one product in one country. And then you pause. You kind of give the space for them to process what you just said. Number 2, what's going on? Okay, so you got their attention. Now your prospect has given the positive response that says, yeah, I want to know more. So you have to find out what's going on in their life. And the way you say that, and you must say this, by the way, is what's going on in your life right now that's got you open to expanding your income. You see, when they give you an honest answer to the what's going on question, and sometimes they don't, so just be okay with that. But when they do, you know, they see you as the person having the solution to their problems. And you'll never have to worry about them checking your information out or showing up to a meeting or getting on a conference call. And understand this. This is with my team and people I talk to from around the world. Most people never ask this question. Big mistake. They do a really good job on the first question, you know, are you open? But they never really tap into the heart, the mind, the soul, the needs, the desires of the prospect. You see, that's the pain. And you have to help that person solve the pain. That makes sense? Number 3, if I will you. You know, this phrase is pure magic. You know, if I give you this magazine, will you read it? If I give you a website, will you watch it? You know, I can't stress how powerful the if I will you question is, because you're basically getting agreement and the prospect is giving you their word that they're going to do what they say that they're going to do. This directly links into their integrity. So typically what I've experienced is that when somebody says, yes, I will, they actually do it. Number 4, for sure. Now, at this point, the prospect has agreed to review your information. This is a confirmation step. It might sound a little awkward the first couple of times you do it, but trust me when I say it works like magic. So you're going to say something like, when do you think you can review this information? For sure. So you kind of say the for sure with like kind of like a little grin on your face. It's like, for sure. No BS. When you going to do it? So what I want you to understand is that with this approach, you're actually handling the lack of their follow-through before it even happens by saying, no, really, when can you review this information for real? It works. Your review rates are going to rocket once you master that one. Number 5, were you serious? So when you call on your follow-up call, the first thing you're going to say is, and if our prospect's name is Tom, I was thinking about you after we talked about your interest in the business and why you're open to checking this business out. Just curious, were you serious about, you know, making that extra $2,000 a month so you can send your daughter to that private college or whatever their want was, or were you just kidding around? You see, you just let them know that you were, number 1, listening to them, and also you've brought the conversation back to their wants and desires. You know, you have to understand that people get started in your business for their reasons, not your reasons. And just remember, this is not about you, it's about them. And if it's for them, great. If it's not for them, great. Number 6, what'd you like best? I think one of the biggest mistakes people make when they do the follow-up call is they ask the question, what'd you think? Well, that statement naturally, I think, takes people towards the critical, to the negative. It's not a good question to ask. The question you want to ask is, what'd you like best about what you saw? You see, this almost forces a positive perspective, a positive conversation, and that question will change the whole energy of your conversation and probably the outcome of that conversation. Number 7, are you ready to get started? I learned a long time ago, if you don't ASK, you'll never GET. It's very simple. You're just asking them if they want to get started. So you might say, so Tom, are you ready to get started so we can work together to help you create the income so that, you can solve whatever problem that you want? It's all about them. See, we're taking the person back to their needs, goals, and desires. If you shift your thinking to making it about them and that you're a problem solver and that you're going to be with that person long term, magical things will happen in your recruiting. Most people are used to being directed and told kind of what to do. And, this is a simple question that will do one of two things in your prospects process. Number 1, person might get started right away, which is the ideal scenario. But number 2, it might bring out some additional questions or concerns that they have, and those are good things to have. You want people to get started, believe it, and know that this can happen for them. So why don't people join you in your business? Well, it's real simple. They don't understand it or they don't believe it. So your job is to help the person connect the dots, to see what you see. And if you're relatively new, you can use these questions, but you might want to get coaching and mentoring from somebody who is earning 6 or 7 figures, because that person is bulletproof. I do tons of 3-way calls with my team, and I love it. It's fun. I talk to all kinds of people all over the world, and I am bulletproof, not only about our profession, but our company and our product. I'm unshakable. So I hope this has been helpful for you. These 7 phrases, my friend, will change your business if you master them and you teach them. Be sure you connect with me on the social networks, whether it be on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. My ID is Terry Petrovic, always Terry Petrovic, Petrovick. And if you haven't heard me on the Home Based Business Radio Network, be sure to go to homebasedbusinessradionetwork.com. Lots of great trainers from all over the world in our profession. Remember this, my friend, we're in this together. If you got questions, call me. And you have a choice. Make it a better than terrific day and a prosperous one, because you absolutely deserve it. Until we meet again. Bye-bye for now.